In this video, we're going to walk through the process of creating your own campaign. After you create your own campaign, you'll be able to sort through your own file, create your own file list as far as West Coast, East Coast, and upload it into your own campaign, remove it from the existing AutoDollar, and then you have your own campaign to create your own AutoDollar campaign. Meaning that when you create your campaign, you'll be able to not use this one, but you'll be able to use your own created one. And then when you make your calls, you'll have your own numbers there. Okay? I'm gonna walk through. We'll do Earl first. So in Earl case, the first thing has to be done. We need to filter and see what do we want to create a contact list on. So let's go to contact. We need to create a contact list. Now, before we can do any of this, let's take it from this top. We'll go back to the basics, go back to manage contact, because that's where we need to go. We need to build a list to upload to the system. Once the list has been uploaded, then inside of your AutoDollar, you'll be able to upload it to here. Okay? So this is what we'll do. Since the easiest and first thing to do is create a campaign. And this here, we'll call this Earl Unsorted List. Or we'll call this Earl West Coast List. You're going to use this number here. Pick the number that you're using. Here's a little trick. So you don't have to keep clicking back and forth here. You can create another tab with the same link and then have the same data. For example, watch this here. If you're using Chrome, you'll be able to right click here, and Chrome gives you the option to make a duplicate. But since I don't have Chrome, I'm gonna create a new tab, and then in a new tab I'm gonna copy this entire link, go to the new tab, I'm gonna paste it in there, hit enter. The same data, Earl, as you see, would be in Earl. The best thing to do, you can take your arrow, point at it, hold down on a window machine, you hold down on your left button. On the Mac, you just hold down on the pad, and then you just move it to right next to the one you're already working on. So this one here will be the one we are creating, and this one here will be where we get the information from. So this is the information source. We'll click on AutoDollar. Excuse me. We are using this phone number, so we'll click on this one to open it up. We will need the MP3 player because we want the audio soundtrack to match the same phone number. So we'll select this, Control A, Control C, or you can just come here, left click, right click, select, well, on Windows machine you can just click here and right click and select all. But I'm on a Mac, so I can just double click and it highlights everything. Windows, you can also double click. Right click to copy. After you copy it, you go to the campaign that you're creating. Remember, you have two. This one here provides information. This is the one you're creating. You click on enter the URL for MP3. You paste it in there, Control V, or right click and hit paste. You hit save, it's in there. Ongoing campaign, you want to select this button. If you do not select this, you will not be able to keep adding your contacts to this list, and the system keep track of who you call. Next, we need to get the script. Let's go back to this, scroll down, come in here, click in there, hit Control A, then Control C, or you double click the whole thing to select all and you hit copy. You go back to the first campaign and then you paste. Once you paste it, scroll up to the top, verify that is your name in there. And you see how this is set up? You want to hit here, backspace, and make sure it's formatted correctly. Backspace, make sure it's formatted correctly. Hit save. You are saving your own personal template. I'll give it a second. My machine is trying to catch up. Great. It saved the template successfully. Hit OK. Okay. So let's go down our script and take a look at this campaign we are adding. It's called Earl West Coast List. We have Earl phone number. We don't have a contact list. Okay, we'll come back to that in a minute. We selected ongoing campaign. We have a voicemail recorded, and we also have a script. You want to hit save. Now, as you notice, the system says it gave you an error. You have to select one contact in the list in order to proceed. To run AutoDialer, at least one contact is required. Everybody should have a dummy count. Earl, in your case, is called Test Group 4. I hit that, and now I can hit save. I click here, come back. Earl West Coast Group list is done. I have 5 contacts. I want to click on this, and then we want to hit display contacts, and then we want to delete them all. That's 4. That's 3. That's 2. That's 1. Done. Now we hit save. And now we hit save. We can go into back to the advanced and go to AutoDialer to take a look and see what happened. Now we have an Earl West Coast list. That's going to be a list of people from the West Coast. And then we also have no contacts in that list. All right, so now just recap. 1 second. Let me grab a sheet. Let's slide that up here. Slide it over here. Okay, let's recap. So what we did was adding new campaign. Step 1, we create a new campaign. Create new. Two. Actually, I take that back. 1, we open a second copy of, we open a second tab. Let's call it what it is. We open a second tab with the site. Okay, which is this. Jeez, I keep forgetting I have to move that over out the way. Apologize for that. Which is this. Control V. Okay, that's the first thing we did. Second thing, number 2. Once we did that, we came and we added new campaign. Step 3. We filled out all required fields per second site tab. Okay, remember, we got a second site tab here. 4, we created dummy contact list. And 5, we deleted. all dummy contacts. 6, we copied over the voicemail and phone script. 7, we verified that the ongoing what's it called? Ongoing. Let's go here, double check. I want to make sure we have the right verbiage. Add campaign. It's called ongoing campaign. There you go. Ongoing campaign. We verify ongoing campaign. Box is checked. Once that's done, we save. Okay, that's step 2. Now the next one is build contact list. Okay, 1, you need to watch the sorting video on sorting video to sort. Yeah, to sort for your sorting video to build your list, to build your list, to build your list. Verify the formats in order. Okay. That's the first thing we need to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. In our case, let's go back in here. This is done. We saved it. Now we need to go to manage contacts. Now we need to build him a contact list. Okay. So we'll go to Earl folder, and in his case here, we're going to results, week 2, Monday. Go back out. We want to do results, week 1, Thursday, and then we want to take his let's take his hot list. Actually, we'll take his regular list. This is a bigger list. Let's open it up. Move it over here. We want to, if seeing this is an issue, just double click on the between A and B. It becomes a cross. Double click there. Same thing over here. Double click, and it opens up for you. You want to select this little diamond shaped corner. If you notice, the mouse is an arrow pointing at a triangle. Okay. You want to go ahead and select. In some situations, you won't have the word sort, but there's a little arrow right next to the AZ right here. If you click on that, it gives you the options. You click on sort, custom sort, and then we want to sort based on state. Hit OK. Now we have it in order. If you feel that your system might have duplications, or you worry about calling somebody twice, just click here. This turns white, and the reason why we're doing that is as a safety precaution. Click back on this again. Go to Home, and then where is it at here? You click on Data, and you click on Remove Duplicates. You unselect everything. There we go. And phone number is column A. You select column A, and this says 88 duplicates. See that? Hit remove. Now we just cleaned up this. The spreadsheet has just been cleaned. So now there's no duplicates, and everything's in order. The next thing we want to do, we want to grab all the California, Arizona too, my fault. Arizona, California, and in our case, we grab Colorado. We'll copy it. Hit Control N to open up a new screen. Again, this is on the sorting video. Once you create the new screen, you want to paste it in there. Hit Convert on a Mac. On Windows, it's just going to confirmation. You double click to make sure these fields are open. Come back to your main screen. You click on one because you want to highlight this entire row. You want to copy it out. You want to go back to the new spreadsheet. Click there because you only want the first row selected. Click in A, hit paste, and now everything is there. So now, this is the contact for the West Coast. So let's give it a save it. Save it as. In my case, for the example purposes, I'm going to save it on my desktop. I'm calling this Earl West Coast list. Then format, you must change this to on a Mac machine, you must select, where is it at? Windows. Windows common separator. But on a Windows, you'll select the first dilemma for CSV format you want to get. You hit save, continue. Now your contact list is completed. You close that out. Actually, you'll leave this open because we'll come back to it in a minute. Let's move it out the way. Now that we have that finished, since you guys are just doing the auto dollar, let me correct myself. You do not need to come into the contact list. I was incorrect. You just want to build your list, because the way we have it set up for you guys to make it a little easier. Just build your list. Now we can upload your list. Go to auto dollar. Give it a second here. Okay. So after you watched your sorting list on how to build your list, you verify that the format's in order. Now it's time to upload your list into your new campaign. So we'll go to Earl West Coast. You must click on the name, not here. You click on the name. You go to upload CSV, choose file. In my case, I'm going to my desktop. I'm looking for Earl West Coast CSV format. I hit choose. You must hit save. And then you click on display contacts to verify everything is populated. So now Earl has everything in there. This here is it's not a bug, it's not a flaw. It's just that when you upload the list, the system by default, row 1 is phone number, but there's no contact, so it's considered empty. If you do not have that, you won't be able to upload it, so you have to have that field. So that's something we'll work out in the future. But as of right now, you want to go ahead and delete that field because there's no that row. There's no need for it. So I hit close. I hit click here to proceed. Now I have 12 contacts in that list. Now the next thing is we must remove these 12 from this list. If we go in here, display contact, this here is going to be a challenge, only because the system does not allow us to really go in here and do a dump from a standpoint of it takes a CSV file upload, but it doesn't spit it out so we can modify it. So the system is really limited on that. Excuse me. The system is very limited on that. One of the ways you have to do it, you have to just do this. Hit one at a time. That's your first number. You want to do Control C. Click in your screen. Hit Control F. Do a find. Paste it. It's not in the list. Go to the next one. Copy. Control F. It's not in there. So, 1 second. So you see, there really is no easy way of doing this. Now, the only other way we can do this, we would have to do this here. Let me hit save. If this is something you would like to do, what would happen is this. You would have to, inside your $1, well, he has 132 of 132 of his 526 already called. So that's leaves him like almost 400 in this list to call. What would happen is this: I would have to create a new bucket. For example, I'll show you. This would be Earl full or complete contact list, and then give it a number, pick the dummy count, hit ongoing. We're not going to use this. This is just a bucket. Text speech, you can put cancel, and I'll show what I mean in a minute. And here you put cancel. Okay, and hit save. You still want to go back in there and clean out the contacts. So you got Earl complete list. Go here, and then you come in here, and then you'll clean out this. Okay, hold 1 second here. Let me clean it out. Okay, it's cleaned out. Now that it's cleaned out, what would happen is this. If this is something that you want to do going forward, if I know that, we'll create a complete list. All the new, starting this week here, all the new contacts will get dumped into this bucket here. This system here will not be used. This auto dial will not be used. The only auto dial will be used would be the new one that you create. So, meaning that when you get your list today, you filter through it, you separate your West Coast, and you put them in here. Then you might want to go ahead, if you do this, this is what I recommend. I'll copy that. I'll add campaign, and I'll call this one East Coast. And I'll do the same thing. Same phone number, same list, ongoing. Do a refresh. We want to get the media player. Remember, we have to copy this out. Control A, Control C. Paste that in here. Enter MP3. Paste that in there. Hit save. Come back to your template page. Control A, Control C. Come here, and you paste it. Save it. Hit OK, and then save. And then you have to clean that out. Hold on 1 second. Okay, now that that's saved, you click back here. Okay, so what would happen is I would dump all your contact lists into this. This would not be used. And then what you do, you get your regular list, you separate it. You do all your West Coast, and then you have a East Coast spreadsheet, and then you upload your list into your new campaign. So now when you start this auto dollar, guess what? It's only calling people in the West Coast, and then when you start this auto dollar, it's only calling the people in the East Coast. That would be my recommendation if that is your choice. And then if that's what you want, this week here will be perfect. The only problem is we have all these leads here. I would recommend that you continue the process of finish these out. All the contacts coming in this week has nothing to do with this. Okay? So we built the list, we sort the list, we verified the format, we upload into your new campaign. And after that, you can run your new campaign. Okay. Signing out. Any questions or concerns, just reach out to me. But if this is what you choose to have a West Coast and East Coast, we'll create a third bucket and all of your contacts will go here. And then you would sort, put your West Coast here, and then you'll put your East Coast here. Okay, thank you.